Travis.
All right. I'm Kyle,
And I'm Kyle.
and this is K Squared. All right, Kyle. So, got a few more comments from Brazen on our last video. And we're back because I was out of town last week, so I wasn't able to get another video in, but we'll make up for it today. So let's go ahead and read these comments and share my screen. All right. Can you see it?
Yup.
All right, so for Brazen, okay, sorry for the few typing errors. Made Kyle struggle a little harder. It's not bald Kyle singing. I meant that song he sang, that camp song he sang a few episodes back. Yeah, gotta love the campfire song from SpongeBob. And I've known Kyle for the better part of 30 years. We met in elementary school many moons ago, and yeah, roll tide roll. Which
30
Alabama's
years.
actually doing pretty good.
Y'all are older than dirt. I'll tell you what.
We're playing tonight against North Carolina. We'll probably get stomped, but I'm happy we're here.
I'm
All
just
right,
happy to
and
be
then,
here.
huh?
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just glad to be here. And then Brazen also wrote, "Okay, I'm currently sitting in Cozumel, Mexico. Subtle brag. And I don't drink soft drinks, but here I've had a few because it's not the same. The Coke here was delicious and way better than the original American Coke. I would agree with that. I've never been to Cozumel, but I've had like Mexican Cokes before, and the real sugar it's pretty nice. I enjoy it.
There's a little bit more than real sugar in them Cokes down there.
Maybe in Cozumel. Yeah, where's our intern in
Also,
Cozumel? Come on, man.
I
Let's
think
go.
you might be having some other type of beverages down there.
Uh-huh. All right, and then also, don't you speak blasphemy against Toasty Cheez-Its. They are delicious. I like Toasty Cheez-Its. I have nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying, like, my thing is I don't like the light or whatever dietary Cheez-Its.
I don't even think the dietary Cheez-Its are even worth it because they really ain't that dietary.
They're definitely not. Who knows what's in there as well. All right, so got two questions, of course. Our first one is going to be, do you think places can have like an energy? Hold on.
Oh, bless
Woo!
you.
Big sneeze. Um, do you think places can have an energy? So in other words, if say for instance you went somewhere where like a bunch of people were killed, would it have like a negative energy? Or would it be like ghosts? Would you feel bad when you went to that place versus a place where like, they held a bunch of weddings or something like that? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that places can have an energy to them. Like, for instance, like graveyards
Okay.
kind of have like an energy to them. Um, but I think it really just depends on who or who's what is in that's making that energy. Like, if you go to the Holocaust or whatever, or
Yeah.
not you don't go to the Holocaust. Hang on. Let me backtrack a
Really,
second.
that has
Let's not do that.
yeah.
I'm moved up for round two. Anyway, um, no. So if you go over to where the Holocaust happened, I feel like there's some like bad energy there. I've never been, but I would just imagine that there would be. But I feel like it'd be a lot easier to feel bad energy than good. But I guess like, if somebody's in a like 5-star resort, all inclusive, that could be really good energy, in a different way. So I say yes.
Okay. I would kind of agree to an extent. I kind of think some of it is perception. Like again, you mentioned the Holocaust, and I have a horrible joke to tell you here in a minute about the Holocaust. But um, I think a lot of it is the perception. Like if you knew something bad happened there, you definitely would like feel it. But I'm curious to know if like you had no idea that something bad went down, that like if you would still get that feeling like, oh man, something just is really off here. I feel like I'm kind of oblivious to that stuff, so I don't know if I would actually feel it. But I've definitely been to areas where it's like, been a ton of weddings here. It's like, oh man, this is like awe-inspiring or whatever else it is. And then I've been to a few like houses that were supposedly haunted, and I was like, ooh, I get like a little like creepy feeling here. But I think a lot of that is also just like the perception or my expectation of how I'm supposed to feel. So I would love to like be able to do a test where like you just go somewhere and no one tells you whether something good or bad happened there, and then be like, oh, I feel bad or I feel good, kind of thing.
Right.
Do you believe in ghosts? That's another question.
I think we've had this conversation before. Um,
Not on here though.
who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Uh, I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in spirits.
Okay.
So whatever that means from one to the next, I don't know. But I believe in spirits, not necessarily ghosts.
Okay. Well, we won't dive too deep into that because I definitely feel like that's another question for another day for us to kind of explore some more. So here's my horrible story about the Holocaust, and I saw this on Twitter, and I guarantee you it's probably fake. But apparently, an Australian man went to Auschwitz with like his grandmother or something like that, and he apparently went into the gas chamber, passed gas, and then walked out and closed the door on his grandmother. I was like, that is terrible.
I could see that happening though. Somebody do something dumb like that.
Man, I would have loved to have been there just to like hear his Australian accent as he was like closing the door.
There's only a few words I can say in Australian accent,
Yeah, I know.
and I don't think I can right now.
Yeah, that's a horrible joke. But I was like, oh my goodness. All right, so second question. Obviously the solar eclipse is supposed to happen next week, I believe.
I think so.
And a lot of people are, obviously freaking out and saying like, oh, we're gonna have like a solar flare and lose all of our electricity and all that good stuff. Since I went to Texas, my brother he's raising chickens in his backyard. So if you lost all your power, like the supply chain goes down, what would be your first thing you would try to do as far as getting food? Would you do something and, well, you don't necessarily have a backyard, but if you had a backyard, what would
I
you
go, I go downstairs to the kava
do?
and hope that they still got some stuff.
So what do they run
Oh,
out?
they got an Outback down there now. We got an Outback down below, so we are a high class now. So I go down there and find some steak or something. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And if that don't work, then I'm probably just gonna die. So
Just give up. It's like, all right, well, it was a good run.
I tried. Oh well, can't make it.
Yeah, I feel like I would be in trouble as well because I have not tried to grow anything in my backyard. Like my brother is also like growing different kind of fruit trees, but yeah, the chicken thing is like, all right, cool. That like provides me with eggs. And then obviously if they can't provide you with eggs, you can always eat the chicken. But I feel like I would also be in trouble with that one. I'd have to try to like stock up and go to go to Wally World and get all the milk and toilet paper,
Milk and bread.
milk and bread. Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's all that I've got for us today. Any other thoughts before we kind of sign off?
Leave your comments what you think about Kyle's new ear lowering that he got.
You're lowering.
I mean, mine's looking good. I know mine's looking good, but you know, and
You
it's
gonna watch
also a road day.
Alabama win tonight?
Huh?
You gonna watch Alabama win tonight?
Who are they even playing?
North Carolina.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna win, but
no.
I would be pleasantly surprised if we did. I'm also gonna see if I can post a picture of one of the chickens from this weekend. So nice and fluffy chicken.
The fluffy chicken with like the poof around the head.
Yep.
I know which one.
It's
I know
just
what
crazy hearing them like crow or do whatever they're doing. It sounds just like a movie.
like the real like.
Like,
That's my attempt at a chicken rooster.
it didn't even bother me. Like, they like pretty much crow all the time and it's really loud. It didn't even bother me because I was like, wow, this is such a novelty. I've never heard it like in person before. I'm sure it would be old if I was there long enough, but
Oh yeah,
while I was there, I was like, oh, this is
I'd
cool.
be out there wringing chickens' necks. I'll be like,
That's
here we go.
supposedly how you do it.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
You whip them around.
All right, man. You want to take us out then?
I guess I'll take us out. Well, we appreciate everybody. Whoa, let me try that again.
All right. Have a stroke.
Yeah, let me try backtrack. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. All right. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. We hope that you enjoyed the video. If there's anything that you'd like us to talk about, just leave it in the comments down below. Or if you'd even like to be on as a guest, I think we're a little overdue on a guest. So, we'll be perusing the aisles to see what we can find out there.
Cool.
But any other thoughts, just let us know. But we appreciate you watching. and like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.